for another edition of News Now. Well, you have so much lined up for you on our bulletin this afternoon. Remember, you can always interact with us on our social media handles indicated at the bottom of your screen. Now, with that said, my name is Dennis Otieno. I trust you're doing well. Welcome to the broadcast. Now, on to our top story this afternoon. Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki has warned national government administration officers against laxity in discharge of the duties, directing senior administrators such as regional commissioners to regularly move out of their comfort zone of their respective offices and have more presence in their other locations of jurisdiction. Speaking in Malkagala in Isiolo County yesterday when he operationalized the new Cherab sub-county by opening the sub-county office and installing Andrew Molo as the first deputy county commissioner. CS Kindiki noted that President Ruto has set the performance bar high for government officers, beginning with cabinet secretaries, and the same must be scaled down to all government workers in a bid to ensure that Kenyans get the best service delivery that they deserve.
The journey to addressing challenges facing residents in the northern part of the country is taking shape. 27 gazetted sub-counties which are not operational will soon be operating as the government embarks to commission them within 1 year in order to ease access to government services.
The other sub-counties that have been requested, including the proposed sub-county for Kina na ile ambayo imeombwa hapa ya Ngaremara, musiwe na wasiwasi, tutatekeleza hiyo mambo yote. One thing at a time.
The northern part of the country has been experiencing challenges of insecurity for some time now. In this government's initiative, all national government administration officers will be on performance contract, and part of their deliverables will include ensuring safety and security in their areas of jurisdiction, registration of farmers, coordination of government projects, and 100% enrollment of children in school.
Tutaleta hapa vile County Director of Education. Tutaleta hapa County TSC Director, na hiyo maofisi yote tukijenga, watoto wetu hapa kutoka hapa Cherab ndio wataandikwa katika hiyo maofisi. Hizi kazi ndogo ndogo ambazo zitapatikana katika hiyo maofisi.
Underdevelopment has been part of the stumbling block, seen as giving leeway for terrorists to take advantage of the situation. Unemployment has also been a challenging factor to the residents living in the northern part of the country. The national government administration officers in the 6 North Rift Valley counties and ASAL areas will work closely with security officers to upscale the war on cattle rustling, banditry and terrorism, and prevent any attempts by armed criminals to regroup and water down efforts made in the pursuit of bandits, terrorists and other criminals. Operationalized Cherab sub-county in Isiolo County, commissioned the sub-county headquarters and installed the first deputy county commissioner.
Wakati serikali inaajiri wanajeshi wa jeshi la taifa, wakati serikali inaajiri askari wa polisi, wakati serikali inaajiri maofisa wa misitu, maofisa wa idara ya wanyamapori, sasa recruitment center itatengenezwa hapa Cherab ya hiyo mambo yote.
Paul Kirobi, TV47.
Well, thank you, Paul Kirobi, for that report. Now, moving on. Azimio Coalition leader Raila Odinga will today tour Busia and Vihiga counties, days after President William Ruto visited the region. Odinga was scheduled to attend 2 burials in Vihiga and Budalangi, and thereafter make several stopovers in what is seen as checkmating President Ruto, who camped in the Western Kenya region for an intense 5-day tour. Azimio have dismissed the president's tour of the region as inconsequential, as now new projects were launched. Raila and the Azimio Brigade will be attending the burial of former cabinet minister and MP James Osogo in Busia and Kotu First National Chairman Mzee Rajab Modi in Vihiga County. Meanwhile, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has urged Western Kenya region leaders to unite for development purpose in the region despite their political divides. Now speaking in a burial service of the late James Nahwanga Onsogo, Musalia has reiterated that the Kenya Kwanza government is set to invest more in education sector, more so university and tertiary institutions, admitting of few challenges which the education sector is dealing with.
Kwa sababu kweli wa mambo, serikali ilikuwa mikononi mwa Uhuru. Some of us went against that government and made a decision. And the government that we supported, the candidate we supported, is the one that is in power today. So it was a conscious decision. And it was a conscious decision because of exactly what I have said, that we realized the allocation of resources was heavily skewed against the people of Western Kenya, and there was no further justification in supporting Uhuru's agenda. Kujiimarisha na kufundisha watoto wetu. Kuna changamoto, siwezi ficha. Kuna changamoto za kiuchumi, na hizo tulizungumza hata tukiwa hapa na rais, tukiwa na governor. Kuna changamoto za kiuchumi. Na kutoka kwa hiyo shimo la uchumi ama jangwa ambalo tulikuwa tumeingia, itachukua muda kidogo. Lakini safari hiyo imeanza.
It's not yet Uhuru in Kenya. The struggle still continues. As long as Gachagua still thinks Kenya is a private company, he has two main shareholders. Sisi wote ni wa Kenya and we are all shareholders. Hivyo hata kwa utawala wa taifa letu. For 60 years, the presidency of this country, mukiangalia historia, has been a preserve of the two main shareholders. Sisi tuko tayari. Na kama ndugu zetu Musalia na Weta wanaogopa this political giant called William Ruto, hivyo ndio ilikuwa kwa nyuma ya Yese. Wakati walisema huyu Goliathi ya mwezi Daudi toka mbele. Daudi kakasema kama nyinyi mmeogopa Goliathi, mtoke mbele, mimi nionane na huyu Goliathi. Si mnajua matokeo? Si mnajua matokeo? Sisi tunasema ndugu zetu watutetee huko. Lakini mambo ya Ruto watoke mbele, sisi tuonane na yeye.
Now, Impax Business Solutions has reaffirmed its efforts to advance data protection systems in the country as it marks its 20th anniversary. Gracing the celebration, Microsoft Kenya General Manager Phyllis Migwi lauded the company's efforts in how it has grown the growth of data security systems in the wake of rising global threats in cybersecurity. The Impax CEO, Patrick Mbatia, noted that the company has garnered milestones over the years and has helped its clientele base, both in the public and private sector, to be wary of the cyber threats.
My name is Patrick Mbatia, CEO, Impax Business Solutions. We are a company, an IT company based here in Nairobi. We've been working for the last 20 years in the market. And today we are celebrating 20 years of existence in our market. The main activity today is to engage with our customers and bring to them what the new solutions, the new products that we have in the market, and also to have a discussion which is very critical in the market today, which is cyber security and why you need to take care of your data, why you need to take care of your business applications, the systems that you run in your company, how you need to work around them, and basically securing our customers' information and your end consumer data. So we are happy to engage with our customers today and have this very important conversation that is very relevant in the country today in the face of what we've seen in the last maybe 6 months in the country. There's been a lot of cyber attacks and all that, and we need to bring this conversation alive to our customers and discuss with them what can we do better, what should they be on the lookout for, and basically how we can protect our customer universe a little bit more.
As Microsoft, it's our ambition that we grow with our ecosystem. So as we're looking at Africa, as we're looking at the different governments that we are working with, the different companies. You notice right now with the Kenya story, it's not just our business partners who are moving, it's also clients. We have the big banks who are looking at the East Africa market. No one is talking about the fact that we have 50 million Kenyans anymore. People are talking about that there's 500 million citizens within the East Africa market. There's even more within the Africa market, and that's now become the growth trajectory for everyone. So as Microsoft, our big agenda is how do we focus on actually helping this ecosystem grow.
Now, from cybersecurity to food security, where non-governmental organizations in Nakuru County have launched a campaign to raise awareness on the importance of indigenous food, encouraging residents to discover the indigenous origins of everyday foods and uncover the territories and communities where they are still produced. Chichi Josephine tells us more.
In an event dubbed the Pelham Kenya Youth Summit held in Nakuru, youth drawn from various backgrounds and communities were sensitized on the significance of biocultural conservation as a way of bridging the gap between traditional indigenous wisdom and modern conservation practices.
Today we are here to celebrate the Youth Summit, to exchange knowledge and also to observe the biocultural conservation practices that is among our cultures in Kenya. According to Beth Omae, Pelham team leader, the youth should embrace agroecology and innovation as an opportunity for employment. As we focus on agroecology, we also want to bring innovativeness that the youth, we know they are very innovative and they are techno-savvy, so we want to bring that innovation and also technology, but we don't want to leave behind the culture, the cultural beliefs or practices that our forefathers were practicing, so that as we talk about agroecology, because it is a matter of science and art, we want to merge the two sectors together. Organic foods have been found to be very beneficial to the body and fight against chronic illnesses, and farmers have been encouraged to change from conventional farming to organic farming.
We are trying to help people change from conventional farming to organic farming, so that now if you change from what you're using, the toxic chemicals you're using to clean food, you're going to be able to change also your lifestyle. People are trying to be aware of the food that they're eating, so they're focusing more on I want to eat good food, and that good food comes from organic farming.
Ni vyakula ambavyo vinazidi kutukinga kutokana na magonjwa. Hivi vyakula vina ambatana na tamaduni zetu. Unaona kuwa chakula kimoja kikishatoka katika tamaduni zetu kinakuwa kimesahaulika zaidi.
With the ongoing climate change debate, food and farming contribute to climate change as organic agriculture has been designed to reduce dependence on external imports, hence mitigating the effects of climate change.
And farming organically creates zero budget because as for instance, when you save seeds, you don't have to go back to the agrovet to buy the seeds again. Also, we will have a way to make your own organic biopesticides, which means you're making 100% profit.
Agriculture being among the 4 agendas of the government, organizations such as Pelham and Slow Food have been urged to closely work with the government to work towards promoting sustainable diet and enhancing food security in the country.
When I see these people here, I know that the attitude towards agriculture as a traditional, way of living has already changed. And once you change the mindset, then you give these youth a tool set. And I would encourage such partners as Slow Food and Pelham and all that to come on board and to work with the government.
Chichi Josephine, TV47.
Well, thank you, Chichi Josephine, for that report. Now moving on. ICT Cabinet Secretaries Eliud Owalo and Penina Malonza of Tourism launched public Wi-Fi in Mutomo Town, Kitui Town and Mwingi Town, Kitui County to enable Kitui residents access in digital economy. Now speaking during the events, area legislators have called upon the Information, Communication and Technology Ministry to also offer civic education on responsible use of internet and educating Kenyans on the dangers of breaching the Cybercrime Act. Now, the leaders have hailed the government for its efforts to digitize the country, which will create job opportunities for the youth, but pushed for fast tracking of availability of affordable digital devices such as phones. Take a look.
Nataka kusema hivi. Mimi nimesikia rais akiongea akisema ya kwamba ukiiba pesa ya umma, ukiiba pesa, ukingusa pesa ya umma, aidha uame Kenya ama uende jela. Si watu ya kuweka pingu iko hapa imejaa.
Mambo ni matatu.
Ama uende mbinguni. Mimi naunga mkono hiyo maneno.
Asante.
100%.
Naunga mkono.
Because wizi kwanza imeanza hapa kwetu. Ukwenda hapa hospitali ya Mwingi. Wizi imejaa hapa. Imejaa hapo na watu ya county government. Ukapeleka hiyo ujumbe. Watu yangu wakienda hapo kwa hospitali, hata mama kwenda kuzaa, unaandikiwa tu vitu, nenda ukanunue sindano, nenda ukanunue wembe, nenda ukanunue na wembe unaambiwa nunua 2. Makasi unaambiwa nunua 2. Pamba nunua 2. Sisi sio wajinga. Tuko na akili, tuko na macho, tuko na masikio ya kusikia. Endelea kuiba. Na utapatana na watu ya Mwingi.
Kabisa.
Kwa sababu Ruto amechemka. Amesema. Na njua kuna mtu ataenda jela. Nilisikia juzi watu ya kaunti hapa wanasema ati Mjungi ashike laini yake.
Laini gani?
Na ashike laini yake.
Laini gani?
Chukua ndururu ya mwananchi. Mimi nitakuandama. Wewe kuja uniandame.
Now, from digitizing Kitui County to diversifying farming in Wajir County, in a dry region where keeping livestock like camels, goats and cattle is tied to culture, it is rare to see farmers engaging in poultry farming. Nurdin Edge's transition from pastoralism to poultry farming in Wajir County is a shining example of entrepreneurial success. His decision to leave behind traditional practices and embrace poultry farming has not only allowed him to thrive, but also showcases the potential for alternative sources of income in the region. Hashim Jimal visited Nurdin's farm and filed the following report, highlighting the importance of its innovation and adaptability in creating sustainable livelihoods. Take a look.
Nurdin Elias Jama's decision to venture into poultry farming in Wajir County, an arid region with a strong pastoralist culture, is quite remarkable. His success story serves as an inspiration for others in the community to explore alternative ways of boosting their income beyond traditional practices like pastoralism. By embracing poultry farming, Nurdin Jama has not only diversified his income stream, but also become a source of knowledge for others.
I came back home just to put here something new. Actually, it's not a new thing. There are others who tried before me, and I came. And the moment I came, I saw we don't have much of poultry here. And what made me do this is in northeastern, this is a very arid area, and our livestock during the drought seasons, they are getting a lot of problems, and they are dying a lot. So I try to change and see if I can do, so that if we have the chicken meat and the eggs, I think that will really be helpful.
This demonstration farm provides valuable training to students and community members, helping them learn about the best practices in poultry keeping. Despite challenges like high feed costs, heat stress, and disease prevention, Jama's innovative approach and dedication have allowed him to overcome these hurdles and build a successful poultry farming business.
Actually, this is a very long-term project I'm thinking of, and we are not giving up. No matter whatever comes, what obstacles, we are trying to fight it. We will love to put some more houses, chicken houses here, so that at least more structures, so that we can have plenty of them. Since now what's making us not produce more than what we have now is because of the structure. If we get some other structures, then we can be producing a lot. And the way I said, where we can, if we get more structures, we can put the grinder, the feed formulation machines, and if we get a very good structure for the hatchery itself, that will be very fine. And we will try our best. And any well-wishing, any company, any NGO, any partners, we are welcoming them.
The high cost of feeds is the biggest challenge. Jama makes his own feeds through the help of an animal feeds expert.
We had a lot of issues and problems with feeds here in Wajir because of the transport and buying all the way from Nairobi. But I thank God we tried to get some machines, feed formulation machines here. We have the grinder here, you see the grinder, the crusher, and we have the pallet making machine here, which is not still yet opened. We did not start this because we don't have the structure where we should put these, where we should be doing our milling and start the crushing feeds and feed formulation things.
Nurdin Jama took proactive measures to protect his poultry from diseases by implementing a vaccination program. Hashim Jimal reporting for TV 47, Wajir County.
Well, thank you, Hashim Jimal, for that report. Now, farmers with access to localized irrigation water have been advised to take up high-value crops with short maturation rates as the country anticipates the El Nino rains. Farmers in areas likely to experience heavy rainfall say water reservoirs are serviced and ready for storage. But they still have one major deterrent: the last-mile connectivity to have this water in their farms. Our reporter Hibak Said went to see a model reticulation system set in the heart of Nyamira County that services a number of pilot households and brings to you the following report.
Water reticulation. This piped water network is a total assurance for farmers here whose main concern is ensuring the water gets to these crops. Across the country, over 35,000 households have 3,000 cubic meter close proximity water pans for their 1 to 2 acre lands. This is ideally complemented by communal water pans with a potential capacity of more than 130,000 cubic meters, creating employment to at least 5 people per acre, translating to 250,000 people employed from water pan projects across the country.
But it can be more because during the dry season, you get the catchment of this area is very big. So you get more people coming here to collect the characters from here.
So how do we get this particular water into the farms so that the farmers can benefit the most? From this overhead water tank, this entire ward gets water directly to their homes, costing each family a mere 100 shillings a week.
Huyu mradi iko na 150 members wenye wamewekea maji na mafreji yenye inatoka kwa mlima kwa tanki, alafu inasunguswa kwa nyumba. Hao maji yanatufaidi sana hata kutumia kwa kunyunyusia ng'ombe, kupatia ng'ombe, kunyunyusia mimea, kuosha manguo.
The solar panels bordering the Kahawa Small Dam provides energy to pump water to the overhead tank. Periodically, the water gushes into the tank with the movement of the clouds overhead. From then on, the water is spread through the natural forces of gravity. This system, the National Irrigation Authority says, is ideal for communities looking to year-round farming.
Maji inatakiwa ende kwa michi karibu, kwa sababu michi iko pande ile. Sasa irrigation inafanywa karibu maji mahali mashamba yako.
The authority is also banking